Hey, movers and shakers, how the heck are you guys doing today? Today is August 31st, and that day is significant not because this weekend is Labor Day weekend, but because this is basically the official ending of the peak moving season for the moving industry. The peak moving season is from May to end of August or so. It does kind of overlap into the first couple weeks of September. But basically, when the kids are out of school, that's when we're doing a peak moving season. So basically, 1st of May to the 1st of September is basically moving season. That said, the slowdown begins. So what do we do, movers? What are we going to do to combat that slowdown? What are we going to do to overcome the slowness that we're going to have over the next few months, right? So what are we going to do? It's not like we're just going to stop moving. It's not like we're going to stop moving. I'm going to continue moving even through the winter months, and we'll get our fraction of people who are going to move during the winter time. But this is the time now when we really need to consider rethinking our advertising and business strategy to combat the slowdown that we're going to experience. It's going to start slowing down really rapidly until we get to about Thanksgiving. Then Thanksgiving to December, it's going to be hit or miss. January, February, typically, and then we're going to start ramping up again. March, April, May will start going up. Once May hits, it's rock and roll season again. Okay, so that's just the cyclical nature of the moving industry and the moving season that we are entitled to. So, when is the best time to move? Well, obviously, the best time is to move for somebody who's going to be moving. Would try to move during the wintertime because most likely you're going to get the best rates and so on and so forth. So let's actually go over a few different strategies for you movers, to combat, to actually make it so our slowdown continues, that we can still control and conquer the slow season. A couple of these suggestions came from my insider group. A guy named Matt, he actually came up with a really good idea, and I thought that was just ingenious. So I'm going to give him a special shout out. So thank you, Maddie, for the suggestion for one of these strategies. I think it's great. I've never done it myself, but I think it's a pretty cool strategy. And if that strategy is basically this: connect up with people like in the furniture or local companies to do deliveries. Maybe you know somebody who owns a FedEx franchise or something like that, or DHL or something. Hook up with them and you can do deliveries for people. Furniture stores is a good place where you could start concentrating and getting deliveries. If you're around schools, like major universities are around you, or even community colleges, now's the time to lock down some contracts with these people to do deliveries and moving that they might need for that area. For instance, one of the things that I had going for a while was with the city of Lansing. Every time they needed voting booths, they would call us up and we would go and do the voting booths. And that happened to like 2 or 3 times throughout the year. There would be different voting millages and stuff being voted on. Not every year some years would be less, some years would be more, and so on and so forth. But that was something you could look into. Lock down some of these contracts so that you're still busy, you're still collecting, even though you're still going to do household good mover, you're still going to do long distance move and all that, but lock down some contracts so you can get deliveries to keep you busy throughout that slow time. Another thing you could do is contact restoration companies. And this is something that I have done, and Maddie also suggested this. So again, another shout out to Maddie. Thank you so much, sir. But contacting restoration companies, they're always looking for somebody to come in, move out the old furniture and stuff, get it out of the house, and then move in some new furniture or the revamped up furniture. And like contact Service Master, ServPro, all these big name guys, and see what you can do. And just offer say, hey, I'm a moving company. It's our slow season. If you need anybody to come in and do, clean outs or something like that, this is a good chance for you to build up good business relationship, but also get you some business throughout the wintertime, because believe it or not, especially in the snow cold area, people's pipes burst because of the cold weather. It causes flooding in the homes. So, these things happen, snow, tree falls down, caves in the roof, snow caves in the roof, things need to get moved in and out. And they don't really want to have their guys doing all the moving and stuff like that. So they'll potentially hire you to go and do that for them. So see what you can do with that. Another thing is promote, promote, promote. Ramp up your advertising, especially your online advertising. This is the time when you want to kill it with you just want to just blast it. This is the time, if you didn't do any advertising during the summer months from May to end of August, now is the time to start doing the postcards. Ramp up. Send out more postcards than you normally do. Make sure your Facebook advertising's on point. Get the Google ads going and other pay-per-click or PPC ads from Yahoo and Bing and so on. So start getting these ads. Contact Yelp. Start paying for Yelp ads. Whatever you need. This is the time to really ramp up your promotion, right? If you can get, start paying for promotion from your local news agencies and newspapers, where they'll put you on the first page of their website or whatever. Just check out the different prices and stuff. Start doing things like that. This is when you want to start getting your name out. Start really doing a branding campaign right now. Between now and March, this is when you really, really want to get that really rocking and rolling. You want to get your name out. Start driving your truck around more. Actually drive your truck. If you're going to the store, drive the moving truck. If you got one truck and it's not drive the moving truck to your local grocery stores or Wally World or Target or wherever. Drive the truck because hopefully it's got your name on. Drive your truck around. Don't drive your personal vehicle unless you have to use a personal. Drive your truck around. Get that circle in, or just take a day where you'll just drive around the city for a day. That just helps branding, right? Ramp up your promotion, your advertising, especially your online advertising. And the fourth strategy is to get out there and do more business networking. Go to Chamber of Commerce meetings, go to BNI meetings, go to local business networks. Whatever you need to do, start getting out there. Do meetups. Go to roller derby meets. Again, drive your truck to those places. That will help, when you're going to these networking, drive your truck. Let people see that you got your truck out there. Make sure it's, branded and so on and so forth. Your truck is a rolling billboard. Use it. It's not doing you any good when it's just sitting in the driveway or in the parking lot, right? Drive your truck around. That'll help gear up things. And when you go to these events and you go to do these things, drive your truck around. If it's not being used, of course. Come on. Let's use our hats here. All right, these are just some of the strategies. It's not an end-all, be-all, but these four strategies encompass a bunch of different smaller niche or smaller strategies and tactics that you can use, right? I would love to hear what you have to say about it. What do you do to combat the slow period? What is it that I didn't say that I probably should have? Let's help the community out. Let us know what you're doing. Leave a comment below in the comment section, right? And I understand that YouTube did change their whole format, how the integration is. So the share button's over on the side, or it's actually, where is it? Over, yeah, it's over here now. Down here where it used to be down over here. So go hit the share button. Make sure you share it with all your family and friends. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel. All right, guys, thank you so much. You have a very, very, very great day. All right, guys, bye-bye.